Learn your flavor, learn your roots. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Ah.
Hey guys, excuse the pajamas and everything. I'm making this in the morning. I've been editing this video the entire morning because I really want to get it out today. But if you're seeing this, this will be the last video that I post for a while, especially at school, because I did graduate about almost 2 weeks ago. So I no longer go to Cleveland School of the Arts, so I will not be making these types of videos there anymore. And I am pursuing a gap year, so I will not be in school for a hot minute. But I still want to continue this segment, something I'm very passionate about. And for those who have been following this segment for a while, you know how long it's been going on for. So this is not the end, just the start of something new, and best believe when you see me again, it's going to be 10 times better than it already is. So without further ado, thank you so much for coming here today to watch this video. It's very important to me that I'm giving platforms for people to feel seen and heard, have their voices heard, be able to express themselves. Felt like it was a good time to post this video and just really show anybody who's watching out there that regardless of who you are, you should have the right to express yourself. You deserve to have somebody you can open up to. There's no specific gender that should feel like they are allowed to show their emotions and somebody else can't, or just, you know, there's this box that we often get put into by our society, and it's very unfair to everybody. So just a reminder that your mental health is very important. Take care of your mental health. Don't do things that you know are not good for it, such as bad habits, or even just surround yourself in an environment that isn't good for you. If somebody is making you feel bad, if something is making you feel bad, then you should just remove yourself from it. It's not worth it. And yeah, let this video let any black male watching this know that you are seen, and we hear you, we're here for you, and you deserve to, again, have somebody you can open up to and just unlearn those toxic things that you're taught. Especially as black people, we're taught so many different negative things about ourselves, and it takes time to unlearn those things, but it's possible. Yep. Make sure to subscribe, because again, there will be more content eventually, and it's gonna be really dope. And follow me on Instagram so that you can stay in contact with all the things that's happening, all the things that I'm a part of, all the things I want to do with this, you know. And make sure to like and comment. Thanks.
Can you tell me your name and grade?
Hi, my name is Angela Sanford. I'm 9th grade.
Joseph King Robinson, grade 9.
My name is Joe L. and I'm a freshman.
Hi, my name is King Lavender. I'm in 9th grade.
My name is first and last name?
No.
My name is Om.
Okay, wait, let's start over.
My name is Om.
Action! No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I did that on purpose. Okay, go ahead.
My name is Om, and I'm a 9th grader.
My name is Isaiah Rollins, and I am in the 10th grade.
My name's Emmett. I'm in 11th grade.
Hi, my name is Gabriel, and I'm in 11th grade.
LaShawn, and I'm in 11th grade.
My name is Lazarus Barber. I'm in 11th grade.
I'm Kavori Murphy. I'm in 11th grade.
My name's Treasure. Okay, cut. My name's Treasure. I'm a senior.
So the first question, when was the last time you cried or vented to somebody about something that made you feel emotional or stressed?
Okay, so in the past, I would just kind of keep it to myself, or I would just cry to myself and to some Billie Eilish. But that's probably just because I'm fruity. But anyway, the last time I did, like most recently, has been really all last year and all this year so far. I've just cried and really feel my feelings, because I used to not do that, at least not in the public eye, or like to my family or to friends or something, because not that I didn't trust them, it's just more so some of the issues could have came from the parent that I was living with, or it could have came from just personal stuff like within myself, and I didn't feel comfortable, sharing that. I guess it just was a piece of myself that didn't resonate with somebody else, if that made any sense.
Okay. No, I feel you.
About 6 months ago.
6 months ago? Okay. Do you feel like you have people to open up to sometimes, or do you feel like majority of the times you have to keep stuff to yourself?
Majority of the time I have to keep stuff to myself.
Why do you think that?
Because I feel like if I open up to somebody, it's going to change the relationship that I have with that person.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, in what way? Like, do you feel like based on how they perceive you or based on how they treat you? Like,
I say perceive.
Perceive? Okay. How do you want people to perceive you?
A funny, helpful person.
I don't really know because I don't really cry or vent to people that much. I like journal.
Oh, you journal? Okay. Well, when was the last time you felt just like really stressed out?
Like Monday.
Monday? Okay. And I know you mentioned you journal, but do you feel like you have people in your life who you can open up to, or do you usually just keep to yourself about stuff?
I feel like I do have people, but I rather keep to myself.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. It makes me feel safer that like nobody else knows my business, but I don't know if that could also be a bad thing. But I don't really know. I just don't like people that much.
I feel it. What kind of person do you feel like you would want in your life who could make you feel more comfortable?
A genuinely kind person, like one that doesn't talk to that many people.
Genuinely, I can't remember.
January?
Nope, I said genuinely, I can't remember.
Oh.
Normally, I do that by myself in my room.
So, was it recently or was it kind of a while ago?
I said a while ago.
A while ago? Do you feel like you have people in your life who you can kind of open up to, or do you usually hold stuff in a lot?
Yeah, I say like a mixture of both.
Mixture of both? Okay. What kind of person would you want in your life to make you feel more comfortable opening up?
Like someone who will just listen, like just sit there and listen.
Okay. When was the last time you cried or vented to somebody about something that made you feel emotional or stressed?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Do you feel like you have people to vent to a lot, or do you feel like you have to hold stuff in?
Usually hold stuff in, but there's a few people that I like to open up to occasionally.
Okay. Why do you hold stuff in more than you let stuff out?
I don't know. It's just what I feel comfortable doing.
Okay.
The last time I cried was like, I think last week.
Did you vent to anybody?
What? Explain to me, like, what did that mean?
If I'm venting to somebody, I'm opening up to them and telling them what's making me stressed.
Yes, I did.
Do you feel like you have people that you can vent to, or do you usually hold stuff in?
I used to hold stuff in, but nowadays I feel like there are people in my life who are there to support me and are there to help me feel better or comfortable.
That's good.
Like 3 days ago, I was just venting to my dad about like life and how stressful everything is.
Is your dad somebody that you go to a lot when you feel stressed or just have to vent?
Not really, but I feel like it was necessary for that time. I feel like he was the only one who could really give me a good opinion.
Okay.
Last time I cried or vented to somebody, I can't remember the last time I vented to someone. And the last time I cried, it was like a year ago.
A year ago?
Yeah.
Why has it been a year ago?
Because I just don't like complain about shit. Just keep it to myself and deal with it.
Be honest.
Last week maybe.
You said what?
Last week maybe.
Last week? Okay. Do you vent to people a lot, or do you usually hold things in, or?
I mean, I don't vent to people a lot because I'll be having nothing to vent about sometimes. But
Okay. So you just don't have a lot of stuff to be stressed about right now? I mean, that's a good thing.
The last time I vented to somebody was like 2 days ago. Last time I cried was like last week.
Okay. You can be honest.
Like a year or two ago?
A year or two. Why is that?
My uncle's passing.
Do you vent to people a lot, or do you usually hold stuff in?
I usually hold stuff in because I don't want to be like a burden to people.
Why do you feel like you'd be a burden?
I don't know. It's like depending on other people for their response and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's overwhelming.
Okay.
So the last time I cried was honestly my last birthday. I don't know, situations happen and like I was literally by myself. I wasn't with my family. I was just by myself in a stranger's house on my birthday, and it was like the worst thing that possibly could have happened to me.
Did anybody try to make you feel better, or did you go to anybody about that?
I was on my own, honestly. I told people about it like afterwards, a couple months.
Do you hold stuff in a lot, or do you have somebody who you feel like you can go to?
People tend to say that I like hold stuff in, but I feel like I just let things go. Like once it happens, I'm just done. It's over with.
Okay. How can our society improve the way that we treat Black men's mental health, feelings, and emotions?
Just be kinder and more considerate to people's feelings.
By knowing that men have emotions as well, and that the men are able to cry and show affection and other things like that.
Having an open conversational relationship with your parents, because that's usually where it starts. If your parents talk to you slowly, like a daily, weekly basis about your feelings and how you feel, then I'm pretty sure you'll be fine.
I think that our society can help with like being more available to change and more available to social emotional learning.
Okay.
Because you see so many times a lot of masculine Black men say like, oh, toughen up, or boys don't cry. Like even my mom used to tell me like, boys don't cry, so don't cry, right? Like, it's all these toxic things that really does shape you to who you are in the future from such a young age. And I think that when we begin to not have those toxic ideas and those ideals, we can move further in not only our own mental health, but mental health across the board. We could definitely have a lot more open circle talks in school, just to have that safe space, because not everybody has that. They say everything starts at home, but sometimes things can't start at home, so you might have to do it somewhere else.
Yeah.
So what did Shirley Chisholm say? If all the seats are taken, pull up a folding chair.
Period.
That part.
By giving them a safe place or somebody that they feel comfortable with to open up to. I feel like me being a young Black man, that sometimes it's hard for us to open up. So I feel that if there is somebody that you feel comfortable to open up with, I feel like you should just go to that person and open up to them. Or if there's a place that you feel safe, you can open up there, like a doctor or somebody like that, or a therapist.
That whole, the only way you can express yourself as a man, and specifically as a Black man, through violence and physically, just that whole stigma needs to stop, especially because, it's extremely harmful. Because we see that the way that Black men express their emotions and express their stress is through violence and is through a lot of physical harm. And I feel like if we stop normalizing that, and that we should normalize expressing your feelings and venting through just talking and different connections, I feel like it'll stop a lot of the violence and a lot of the things how we treat Black men's mental health.
Honestly, I don't know. Me personally, I don't like to complain about stuff that I have problems with. I just work on it, actively trying to fix it. So talking to somebody about it does little, nothing.
You said talking about it?
They're just talking about it. I feel like it's meaningless.
Why do you feel that way?
For me, I feel like it doesn't do anything. I mean, unless it's if you need some advice, maybe that can help, but other than that, I don't think it really does anything.
Do you feel like there is a disconnect when it comes to Black guys expressing themselves versus women?
Yeah, I think majority of guys keep their feelings to themselves and deal with the stuff on their own.
Why do you think that is?
I feel like it's easier that way.
Okay. What would make it hard? What's hard about it?
I mean, because then people see you as whiny, and it's you can't deal with your own problems. You're always complaining or something like that.
Do you feel like there's a difference in the way that Black guys are made to feel about opening up versus women?
Yeah, because Black people, when they're going through something, they're expected to hold it in or whatever, not say anything about it. And as a child of a Black African American family, you try to vent to your parents or something, and to be I'm depressed. They might say, you're not depressed, go depress the dishes or something like that. I feel like they should just change the way of how they expect us to act.
So changing expectations?
Yeah.
How do you feel like they can achieve that? Do you feel like there's something they could do more of that could help get rid of those expectations, talking more to people or something?
I mean, I'm not sure if this makes sense or whatever.
It's okay.
But It can be this thing where more and more people start doing it, and then they're gonna look at it, and then they're gonna think it's okay because more and more people are doing it.
If better habits became more normalized versus the bad ones.
Just sit down and talk to them, understand them, actually get to know what type of person they is outside of this world, like on the one-on-one side.
Outside of what?
Outside of everything that's going on with them. Like you can see their character, but you don't understand their character. That type.
Do you vent to people a lot, or do you usually hold stuff in?
I wouldn't say I vent to people a lot. I would say a lot of people vent to me.
Okay.
But yeah, I vent every now and then when I need to. But if I don't feel like it's actually something I need to be venting to somebody about, I keep it in. There's a lot of stuff that I hold in don't really be necessary to actually let out. It don't really be hard for me to let it out. I can just deal with it on my own sometimes.
Okay. How can our society improve the way that we treat black men's mental health, feelings, and emotions?
Don't judge.
Have you felt like that a lot? Like people judged you in the past?
From time to time, yeah, back in the day. But now, not as much. Not here.
Be more open to helping. Honestly, if you ask how someone's day is, actually care about how their day is. Don't just ask because it's a greeting. Ask because you want to know and you want to help.
How do you feel like people have treated your mental health?
I think they take it into awareness. Like the students around the school, if I'm not as, because I'm a hype person, I'm always moving around. If I'm not as hype or active as I usually am, people will start wondering like, hey, what's going on? You good? You okay? And like, I'll be like, yeah, I'm fine, just, I don't know, I'm just not as hyper today.